Hey, welcome back to another YouTube video. So today's video is all about fishing the margin, but with a different technique. We always go out there, we fish the margin on a pole. But how often have you been doing it? You know you've got fish in the swim and you cannot get a bite, or swap to the method feeder. It's absolutely deadly. All I'm going to be doing today is fishing a medium method feeder, about 10 foot on my right hand margin and about 2 foot away from the bank. I'm going to be just swinging it in, dropping it in, and then just throwing in about 8 to 10 pellets, 6mm pellets over the top, and hopefully we're going to catch a few fish. So carry on watching and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so before I swing that out, I'm just going to throw in some 6mm in the margin. All that's for is so the carp come in, they grub around, and then it keeps them occupied. And then hopefully they will find my feeder. So just swinging that out, down into the margin. Now what I'm going to do is just loosen up the line a little bit. So I don't want too much curve in the bend in the rod. I want to have enough slack so when the fish come in, when the carp come in and they brush up against the line, you're getting those line bites. One, it doesn't spook them if you have a little bit more of a slack line. Yes, it's tight. Still got a tight line, but it's just not got too much of a curve. So when they brush up against it, it's not going to spook them. And also, I'm not going to keep thinking I'm going to strike at those line bites, because some of the line bites can be quite aggressive and they can just sort of, the rod can just go round quickly, but it isn't a proper bite. Obviously, when you do get a proper bite, the rod's just going to whip round and it will stay round, and you know you've got a fish on. So, like I say, little tip: just don't put too much bend in that rod. Keep it reasonably sort of loose, but nice and straight. But I still got that tight line to the feeder. And we're just going to wait now. So the carp will be in the swim. As soon as those carp come in, they're going to start grubbing around on those 6mm. Hopefully then they're going to find my feeder in the middle of those, and then they're going to find that 6mm on the banded hook, and I'll get the bite. I've now got line bites now, look. So what I do when I fish this technique, if I've not had a bite, certainly within about 3 minutes, I'm going to reel in and reload that feeder. Because when you're getting those line bites, the feeder's moving about, the chances are the feeder's just going to get dislodged, the bait's going to come out, and the fish are just going to get occupied on the 2mm micros that have spilled out of the feeder. So I will reload every 3 minutes if I've not had a bite. There we go, fish on. Oh, where's he going? He's going over to those reeds. Now you see how aggressive that bite was, and that is why, in fact, that rod nearly left the rod rest. So you've got to be absolutely on it. If you're going to look around, make sure you look around with your hand on the rod. But they're such aggressive bites, and you're going to get some big fish in the margin, as we all know. He's going for a run. So I've got my clutch set. Really important you keep that clutch set as much as you need it. I mean, I've got snags over there to my right, so I don't want it too loose. But even then, even when I had that bite, I had to hold on and pull the fish back out because it was going straight over to those reeds. And you can get some big fish in these margins, so you just got to be prepared for them. Fish heavy. There's no point going light. I mean, I've got an 8-pound main line on, so nice and robust. There we go, get his head up. Oh, only just about goes into the net. This is a proper lump. I'm going to say this is close to 8 pound. Let me get the hook out and hopefully I'll be able to show you guys. There we go. Absolutely quality fish. 8 pounds. Let's get him back in the water. Hey guys, hopefully you're enjoying these free videos. Just a quick reminder, if you haven't already, please do go and subscribe to the channel. Click the subscribe button. It's free and it's easy and it only takes about 2 seconds. It's a massive help, more than you know. Also, don't forget to drop the video a like, give it a thumbs up, and at the end of the video, if you can spare 30 seconds, please do go and leave a comment. Just let me know what you like about the video. Let me know what techniques you use. But thank you for watching. Now let's get back to the main video. Okay, so all we're doing is putting, I've got a medium-sized method feeder with some 2mm micros. I've got a 6mm hard pellet on the hook, on the band. And all we're doing is literally swinging in, dropping it in, just there, probably about 10 foot away from me. Just tightening that up, and we're going to wait for that tip to go round. It won't be long. We've got, it's quite a hot day. It's the middle of June. We've got 29 degrees at the moment, so I know the fish are going to be coming into this margin. They want to get in where it's shallow. They're not going to be out there on the deck. They're going to be in on the margin on the deck, or they're going to be up in the water. So today is all about an alternative technique of when you're fishing the margin. And more often than not, we go on the pole and we get straight in there. And yeah, we can catch absolutely fine, no problems at all, especially this time of year. The fish are confident, they're starting to feed. But just fishing the method feeder, it's just a deadly technique, and it's just so much fun. Watching that tip go round with a big double figure carp on, or even carp around 5-6 pound, it's just absolutely brilliant. But sometimes the fish can just be spooky, and they can just spook to the most simple of things, especially on these hot days. So fishing the method feeder, to me, is just an alternative method. If you know the fish are about but you're not getting the bites, maybe it's just simply because you've got the pole over the head. So try this technique, just dropping that method feeder in where you would normally go and fish the margin. Like I say, I'm probably dropping that in about 10 to 12 feet away from where I am. And I'm probably about 2 foot away from the bank. I mean, I could go closer into the bank, but I really don't feel like I need to. So we're going to wait to see how long that takes for that tip to go round. And there we go. So that was quite a quick bite there. Didn't take long. That's probably about a minute and a half. I mean, I'm fishing there. It's going to be quite shallow. I haven't actually plumbed up, so I don't know the depth, but I'm guessing it's going to be probably about 1.5 to 2 foot. So when I struck into that one, it just came straight up. There we go. Another nice fish. Just let a bit of line off that reel. There we go. Another lump. Probably about 5-6 pounds. Okay, so we've got a 6mm hard pellet on the band. We're going to load up the method feeder. Just going to drop that in first. Put some 2mm over the top. Push the method feeder into the mould. Push that out. And there we go. We've got a 2mm micros on a medium method feeder. And there you can see the 6mm hard pellet in the middle. Okay, so now we're going to swing that out. I'm just going to gently tighten that line up. Like I say, I don't want any bend in the rod. There we go. You don't need to put the rod in the water either when you do this. Like normally you'd be fishing out at 30 meters or 20 meters. You put your rod in the water to sink the line. We don't need to do that. We're in the margin. We're only fishing 10 feet away. So the line's effectively, it sinks straight away. So there we go. Another line bite. Cool, I thought I was going to go properly then. Let's see how long it takes. We're on 1:20 now. I'm going to count this down, watch this rod go round, and if we can get a bite, in 3 minutes, I'll be happy. I know there's fish in the swim because I'm getting line bites. It's just a matter of them grubbing around, finding those 6mm pellets, and then coming across my method feeder, getting the bite. My method feeder is actually in the middle where I've been throwing it, where I threw some 6mm pellets. So it's only a matter of time where they find that. And really the 6mm pellets is only there just to attract the fish, just get some noise and get them in the swim and grubbing around. And once you've got the carp in the swim and you're getting the bites, you can probably ease off on the 6mm pellets and just fish the micros, because you're going to have micros coming out of the feeder. There'll be some left over, and the carp will just start grubbing around on the micros. So like I say, the 6mm are just there initially just to get the fish in the swim and get some attraction. Look at that, got some more line bites. And this is what I mean about keeping that a little bit of slack in the line, because if that tip was just bent round now, I had a tighter line, those line bites would just be going round even more. Now look at that, I mean, it's going round quite a bit there, and I don't even have, like I say, it's not that tight. So because it's only shallow there, you're going to have lots of carp, big carp, tails are going to be up in the water, you're going to get the line bites, and we just do not want to strike at those. Oh, that was a proper line bite then as well. Thought I was going to carry on. And again, definitely got a carp right around my method feeder. You do wonder sometimes why you're just not getting that bite. And it might be it's just you just need another bait on, another standout bait. So I do have some wafters here as well. So if I want to, change bait completely and have a different colour on, I can. Which I might do in a minute, just see if I can get that quick bite. There we go, fish on. See if we can keep them away from those reeds. There we go, so we dropped it a little bit closer to the bank on that one. There you go, get his head up. That's another carp, 4 or 5 pound carp in the net. So we got a 6mm pellet, hard pellet on a band with a size 14 hook, a 4-inch hook length on a medium method feeder. Lightly packing that with some 2mm, and all we're doing is literally gently swinging that in and just dropping that in, and then just tightening that line up. Sometimes you think there's no fish there, then literally seconds later the rod can almost be off the rod rest. So always assume there's a carp in the swim. There we go, another line bite. So even though I got that, I haven't got too much tension. So I say I got a slack. What I mean is I don't have too much tension between the rod and the feeder. So I'm still seeing the line bites. So if I had too much tension, the tip would just be constantly going around as the fish are grubbing around looking for those 6mm pellets. I'll just be getting more and more line bites. And there we go, fish on. That rod nearly came out the rod rest then. The trouble is I have got some reeds down there about 15 meters away, so I've got to be really careful that they don't shoot down there. So we're just going to play him. And we've got these reeds to my left as well, so I just also need to be careful they don't go in there. Which carp always seem to know where the reeds are. There we go. Another carp. So if I was fishing a match now, I've only been fishing about 35 minutes, and And that's really including me sorting out the camera, etc. And I've already had 3 or 4 carp, so it can be really, really simple fishing this. There we go. There we go. Let's get him in. So let's get set up again. So before we go out, I'm just going to throw in probably got about 10 6mm pellets. So throw those pellets in. So that means the carp are now going to come in, going to start grubbing around while I get set up. I'm going to drop it in, and very soon I'll catch another one. Okay, so this time I'm just going to put a yellow wafter on the band, just as a bit of a standout bait. See if we can get the bite off that. I'm just going to stand up, drop that in. So I'm going to drop that in a bit closer to the margin this time. I do feel like I'm getting loads of line bites, so it might be that the carp are just coming round back of that bait and a bit closer into the margin. So let's see if changing the bait and dropping it in closer makes a difference. Another line bite, plenty of line bites there. There we go, fish on. Let's see if we can get him out away from those reeds. I think he's swimming out to the middle, which is good. So we got that bite there probably in about, I'd say about 1.5 minutes. And all we did was change the bait to a yellow wafter, and I threw it also just a little bit closer to the bank. So I was about 1 foot away from the bank that time. Now either one of those might have worked, but I decided to do those 2 things. Sometimes just making those little changes is going to get you that bite, but I felt like I was getting loads and loads of line bites, so I felt like the carp were just going around the back of my method feeder and almost bypassing it. There we go. There we have it. So guys, another carp in the net. So guys, it's that easy. I think we're going to end the day there. Fishing a method feeder, a medium method feeder in the margin. All I was doing is throwing it down in the margin about 10 foot away from me. I started off 2 foot away from the bank, and then I moved in as the carp came in closer, and I was fishing about 1 foot away from the bank at the end. I was either fishing a 6mm hard pellet or wafter on the band. But guys, it's that easy. It's deadly technique, aggressive bites. It's great fun to do. Go out there, give it a go. If you've not tried it before, you'll absolutely love it. You've seen me, I've been fishing this now for about an hour, and I've just caught at least 6 carp in the space of an hour. Really, really simple, throwing some 6mm pellets over the top. Guys, as usual, if you haven't already, please do go and subscribe to my channel. It's a massive help. It's free and it's easy, and it only takes about 2 seconds. Also, don't forget to drop the video a like. And if you've got 30 seconds at the end, please do leave a comment. Tell me what you liked about the video, what techniques you use. But guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.